All right, we are going to start off with, to me, the team that is the team to beat in the Big 12 Conference. Before we do that, please make sure that you are subscribed right now to the channel. This channel has blown up this fall because of you sharing it, subscribing it, liking the video. Same thing on the podcast. We are grateful that you are here, as always, as a part of the show. Texas Tech takes care of Houston 35-11. And my big takeaways here, number one, this is Behren Morton's team. If there was ever a doubt, and all week long, Joey McGuire said after Behren Morton got hurt against Utah, Will Hammond came in and had a great game, really pulled Texas Tech away from Utah in that road matchup a couple of weeks ago. But Joey McGuire said, no, this is Behren Morton's team at quarterback. And you know what? Behren Morton got all the snaps and proved that he was the dude on Saturday against the Houston Cougars on the road, scoring on their first 5 drives for the Red Raiders. So this was a big moment for him. If Behren Morton got off to a shaky start, you and I both know the fan base would have been clamoring for Will Hammond. And by the way, I still am not sold on Behren Morton being the better option at quarterback for this team. That's me. Okay, I still would lean Will Hammond QB1, but I get it. Morton's the veteran. It was his team going into the season. He deserves to have this team right now until proven otherwise, but I'm just not convinced yet. That being said, you can't take away from what Behren Morton did on Saturday against a solid, opportunistic Houston defense. 28 of 40, 345 yards, and a touchdown. And he was clean. He was efficient. And once again, those first 5 drives were really solid for Behren Morton. So he's QB1. He's the guy, okay? The other thing that stood out to me, the other big takeaway is that Tech's a defensive team, baby. I mean, don't get me wrong. The offense is humming, but this team may ultimately go as far as its defense takes it. When's the last time you think you've ever said that about Texas Tech? Did you ever think in your lifetime you'd hear that about Texas Tech? I didn't. I never in a million years thought I'd say that. But here we are. And it all starts up front with the big man in the middle at nose tackle, Lee Hunter. And then you get Jacob Rodriguez, big interception, ton of tackles, just all over the place. But it starts up front with the big man, Lee Hunter, for Texas Tech. Dude is a stud, came over from UCF, and he is just making his presence felt. It's not showing up in the stat sheet, but it's opening up everything else for the rest of that defense. And my goodness, Jacob Rodriguez's wife is now Taylor Swift, huh? I mean, could they show her one more time, please? No, I mean, I'm happy for him. It's totally fine. I'm not bothered by it one bit. But, I mean, I'm watching the game, and it's like, this is like watching a Chiefs game. I'm sitting here in Kansas City. I watch the Chiefs games. We all do. We see Taylor Swift, and Jacob Rodriguez's wife is getting the Taylor Swift treatment here. It's wild. But you know what? All in all, this Tech defense is tremendous, and it was on display on Saturday night. Now, for Houston, I didn't think that Houston looked as bad as the final score may appear it looked. Now, I was all in on Tech minus the 11.5. That was one of my picks for you this week. I loved Texas Tech in this spot. I thought that line was way too low. But the minute you realize Connor Wigman's not coming back and Zion Chris is the starter, you and I know the game's over. Not that it wasn't over before that, but if it was ever over, yeah, it was over. once Connor Wigman wasn't coming back. But I thought that Houston's defense had a solid bend but don't break approach here that actually worked out okay for them. And it was one of the things that I was watching this game. Houston's defense got demolished in time of possession. Texas Tech had long drives early in that game. Houston's offense couldn't put anything together. They were on the backup quarterback, and the defense kind of just held its own. And if you're a Houston fan, you're in year 2 of Willie Fritz, you got to feel good about the direction of this program. I believe that Tech is going to do what they did to Houston to a lot of teams across the Big 12 the rest of the season. They did it to Utah. They've done it to Houston. And I think that they are going to do it to most teams in the Big 12. But if you're a Houston fan, believe you look at that game and you say, okay, I see reason for progress and optimism. You just hope that Connor Wigman, who left with an upper body injury late in the first half, is back sooner rather than later. So Texas Tech is the team to beat in the Big 12 right now. They proved that again on Saturday. And until proven otherwise, it's that team. And then there's a second tier in the Big 12 Conference. I'm Pete Mundo on Heartland College Sports. Glad you're here. Please make sure that you are subscribed to the channel.